Oh, imagine that. Imagine I'm streaming. I can't imagine this. I am not that awake right now. I went to sleep at like 1 a.m. yesterday and then was woken up this morning because because my roommate was playing Hypixel Skyblock and mashing the mouse 1 key. Probably to kill some spiders or something. So I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling amazing. I got force woken up at 8 a.m. So I got like 7 hours of sleep, which is less than normal. Outside of that, I'm feeling good. Hello. You guys doing good? I wanted to start the game before before 11 and nobody joined. So here we are. Now people are here. I have to turn VFX on. W YouTuber. Oh my god, you just took #1 live? From #2 to #1. That is kind of okay. Rip Boom Doom. Hello, Jubilee. Jumblebee. Jumblebee, exactly. You know what I did? You know what happened this morning? I was eating breakfast and then a girl came down and sat across from me, and then I talked with her. It was really interesting. That was the first time that has ever happened in my life. I was kind of shocked there. I was like, little Pikachu emoji. I was like, oh my god, no way. I don't have to be the one putting in the effort. This is amazing. However, then she proceeded to tell me she had a boyfriend, which was kind of a tragic. But she was also a senior. So then I got some advice, or at least I asked for advice, and then she couldn't give any because she's like, yeah, I don't know. And I was like, well, what the fuck are you used for? You're like ancient, bro. Like the whole point of being a senior is that you've seen some shit, and then she hadn't seen anything. And I was like, why did you even sit across from me, huh? Like, a little bit of a, moment. Couldn't offer me any advice. All she could do was like, yeah, I'm gonna probably study for another year because I don't think I can get a job. And I was like, wow, you're really giving me motivation right here. You come and sit down and tell me some bad news. Like, what are you, spreading sadness, spreading depression? Like, literally, it's supposed to be spread. It's Christmas. It's December. Spread some cheer. And she's coming over here like, yep, I'm gonna sit down across from you and then tell you that I'm probably cooked. And I'm like, wow. Amazing. This is exactly what I woke up this morning for. First, I get woken up because my roommate's playing Hypixel Skyblock and mashing probably some spiders so we can grind, I don't know, the legendary artifact of the spider eye. And then I go up and then that's another college person that's a senior probably tells me that she probably can't get employed. And it's like, oh yes, what I wanted. And why is roommate back? Cause Thanksgiving is over. Roommate came back cause Thanksgiving is dead, and everybody's back at school. So big tragedy occurred today. What are you asking for Christmas? I'm not actually asking for anything. I just let my parents figure it out because I don't need anything for Christmas. So if my parents get me chocolate, I'll be happy. Also they generally just get me if I ask for something during the school year, they generally get it to me anyways, right? I'm just like, hey, could I have this? I need it for existing. They're like, yeah, you can have that. And then it's like, oh, okay. Well, I guess you already get me everything I asked for. Then it's kind of cooked for them. However, outside that, I don't really need anything as well. What do I need in life, people? I guess I could get a new microphone. I'm considering getting a new microphone. But, this microphone I feel like is fine. But sometimes I'm a little bit nerved with it. And I don't know if I'm annoyed with a microphone just because it's, a microphone. I'm actually just annoyed with my voice. Or I'm annoyed with specifically the microphone. And if I got to replace a microphone, it would sound better. I straight up just don't know. Right now, I'm just kind of in the, I don't know what I want kind of stage. You know what I mean? Nor just normal stuff you would get for, but everything, my daily life is kind of good. I don't need anything right now. What do I need in life? I kind of have everything I want. I got my computer, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, I take the bus to school every day. I think other things is often when I get stuff, I'm just like, now I have to find somewhere to put it. Now you're causing me problems. This present is an anti-present because now I have to think about where to put it, where to store it. You know, as it has to go somewhere, and then if I bring it to college, then I have to drag it back from college, and then now you're causing. Oh, really? Really got the undershot there. Okay, well, whatever. And now, so like presents, they're an item that also requires storage. Maybe you should get like self-storage, like all the other Americans. But that's also really annoying. Bro, stop. Bro actually has AA. Who builds AA in this day and age? Like, man, really? I can't even do anything about that. Actually, what I could do is this. Nasty Buzz. Ask for a special Christmas dinner. My family can't cook. I'll leave it at that. The only person in my family that can cook is my stepmom. And but I mean, she cooks like the same stuff every time, and it's always really good. So if she tries to cook something that's out of her, let's say, niche, like let's say Russian dishes, then it's usually not busted. I'll be honest with you. Like, she's really good at cooking like some like Russian food, and like, you know, some like lamb or something. And then whenever she tries to like cook like some Christmas thing, it doesn't work out so well. So you know, if so it being special would just actually cause a decline in the quality of the food. And like, she could cook a variety of Russian food. So like, I'm just like, what, can you just cook me like, I don't know, some borscht? Actually, I don't like borscht. That was a lie. I wouldn't ask her to cook me borscht. I would. She just generally, I like when she like makes, like, she generally makes meat in a really interesting way that you can't find in the U.S. And I'm like, can you just make this for me, please? Could you make me some Russian beef or something? And she does, and then it's really good. No, that says she also usually doesn't like comply to what I ask her to do. She just cooks whatever she wants for that day, and then just like usually really good. I'm really happy because like, I know she's just not cooking, like she's cooking it for my little stepbrother, but then I benefit as well, so I win. Stepbrother is huge. Had a mom who can cook. My mom can't, but you know what? That's okay. My mom is also great at doing other things, like architecture. She can do art pretty well, as you can come with architecture. It was really embarrassing because I can't draw for, like, I can't do art at all. Like drawing and stuff, it's just not what I was made for. And so then my mom comes over here, and that's like half her job as an architect, and it's just like, oh, I guess somebody else just got the art gene in the family that just forgot to pass it on. They feel a little bit insulted right now. Where did the art gene go, huh? Decided to just give that to my sister instead of me. Because my sister can draw. My sister can make some really cool images, but then me, nah, of course not. Of course not. Being able to draw is a job for other people. But I have to pay somebody else to do it. Yeah, congrats on your channel's first year anniversary. Thank you. I'm very happy that this last. Like, I mean, to be honest, like, I expected this to be like, you know, I was bored, so I made a YouTube videos for a little bit, and then, you know, moved on with my life and went back, you know, focused on school. And now this just distracts me from my school. So it's pretty good. Now I go home every day, or back from school every day. I'm like, I could be doing homework right now. I could be studying for the math final I have in a couple days, or I could be playing video games. So, you know, big win all around. GG. 1-year-old Cloud. That is true. I don't know how long I can last with 1-year-old. Like, soon I'm gonna, like, rain all of the rain I have. You know, I'm gonna run out of moisture. And like, it's gonna be the end of Cloud. It's gonna be very sad. You know, everybody only has a certain amount of energy, and then they have to go. And then it's a tragedy. How was finals? I don't know. I've never had finals before. This will be the first set of finals I'll ever have. I hope it's not too difficult. I'm hoping. I mean, the only class that's actually offering me like a real final is the math class, and that's like that's the class that actually matters. Like, I have to get a B or better in that class pretty much. So, yeah, and there's a lot of concepts right now that which I look at this time just like, I don't want to do this. This is a lot of complicated math. I'm currently studying for Math 5 year freshman 2. I'm sorry to hear that. What? Hello, Nightly Paintballer. What is up? Today a girl talked to me at breakfast, which is kind of shocking. An econ major. She brought bad news about the broad job market, which was, you know, I mean, like, I can look at the data, I can know that all like college graduates are just unemployed. But then when somebody talks to you like in person, it's always like, oh, so it's just that cooked. How do I keep getting ass top ace? I swear, give me one of the good bases one of these. I'm so tired of just playing rockets every game. As of this base is usually rocket gaming. What? Yeah, I know, it was kind of shocking. I was just sitting there, and then she was like, "Can I see you?" And I was like, "Sure." And then she was like, "Yeah, I'm a senior, and I can't really get employed." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, okay, she didn't like come out and say that. You know, I asked her about it. I was like, "Oh, so you're a senior? You know, you got any internships? You got a job lined up?" And she's like, "Nah, I'll probably have to move into like product management or something." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm sure product management is going to be better than your current subject, because product management sounds just as real as economics. I'm not gonna lie." Are you trying to date her? Bro, she has a boyfriend. That was also the kind of shocking type. She was like, "Yeah, I have a boyfriend." I was like, "Oh, so I guess you just talk to people. Okay, that's cool." No, she had no romantic intentions there. She had a boyfriend who played League of Legends. So, you know, I mean, I mean, she's already feeling sorry enough. I'm pretty sure if she dated me, then she would become even more depressed. Like, her boyfriend was from what I understood, played Europa Universalis and League of Legends. So, like, she's already losing. I don't want to give her, like, an even greater loss with, by dating me. Like, imagine that. Imagine you had a boyfriend who played Europa Universalis, and after they had a boyfriend that played Forts. Like, God. Like, I imagine that would be, like, actual shame. Like, you would go home and be like, "Yeah, Mom, just couldn't find the one. Every time I try, they're all just playing super idiotic video games. She caught a big fish. Just because there's goalie doesn't mean you can't score." God, fuck you guys. No, bro. She just seemed chill. She seemed chill. A good person to talk with. I don't think I would date her though. Especially because she's an econ major. I'm fine with econ majors. It's just like it's fake math, like econ plus math, right? Like, if you're gonna do economics, at least do quantitative economics, so you can add, like, you can say you've at least done something difficult. Like, every time I see somebody doing economics, I'm like, so, like, as I was even asking, I was like, "Is there anything difficult in economics?" She's like, "No," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Riveting. Like, I guess economics is always just that easy, huh? You just replaced that down there, I saw that. What? Okay, never mind, I'm just going insane. Going insane is, you know, perfectly fine. Guy can't have a fun time getting out-sniped. Sports. My wife is currently after her doctor of education. Next month, she's doing a thesis writing. Yeah, bro, I feel bad for your wife, man. I wouldn't want to do a thesis. I can't imagine how stressful that is. Though I imagine you can always just ChatGPT it. Like, I imagine thesis writings or ChatGPT are just... I mean, like, I'm pretty sure they're just indistinguishable, because, like, at that point, would you even know how to write a research paper? I don't think so. Hey, look at that, I have an AP sniper. Get screwed, idiots. Oh, look at that, I have a shotgun. Aww, big loss for this guy. Bro's never seen upgraded thing before. Oh, now all of his stuff got disconnected? That's rough. Get turbines. You're on one mine now. Did I just big door? I'm just gonna big door here. I'm not actually thinking. Does he have a mine left? He does. That can't be happening. There we go. 0 mines for this guy. 0 batteries as well. How was your Thanksgiving? My Thanksgiving. Oh, you guys know how my games are cooked. Isn't econ just literally middle school math, but with business? Where's the? As far as I'm aware, that is the case. That is the. As from what I've heard, like, you know, really, this guy went nukes of all things. Are you kidding me? They're not ready for this one. Yeah, no, that didn't hit enough. I'll rip the AP sniper. I'll remember it fondly. And now we have the funny little circular swarms. This is one of my favorite interactions. You don't get to see the EMP swarm interaction too often, but when it does happen, it's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, it's time to shoot this guy. He dared to shoot me with, like, a swarm. Now these guys will literally stay here forever. Until they despawn. Which is like forever. Aww. What's going, gunners? Is there still a gunner there? No, pay to... Oh my god, the mod is pay to winning again. That's pretty cooked. Oh, come on. That actually destroyed where that did. Ow, what? What? Oh my god, he's actually the sweatiest doors in the game. He has a door right there. That is actually cooked. That guy can, go screw a bench as far as I'm concerned, playing the video game like that. Yeah, that guy's going all swarms. I guess I can just build some gunners on top here. May as well. I miss 5 chiefs? Yeah, I mean, it's just some fake Swiss currency. That's also like French, partly. Which kind of sucks. You know it's a bad currency when they're copying the French. And especially where you see France nowadays, I don't know. I swear I can snipe that, right? Yeah, I can. Hey, look at that angle he has. He has angle on nothing. Oh, is everybody just going rockets here? Rockets and mortars? Somebody's going mortars? God, why are you going mortars? Mortars are terrible on this map. I mean, mortars are not great in general anymore, but mortars are even worse here. Oh, man. Yeah, this guy's pretty cooked. There goes the upgrade center. No, I may not have a shotgun, but I have something that's pretty equivalent to it. Which is just 3 gunners for some reason. Okay. I guess that guy's also dead. I think this is probably GG here. But you never know. Like, they could have like, this base could just have like a 2 howitzers and one-shots everybody instantly. But also, I don't think he has 2 howitzers. I think he's just AFK. Really? That overheats after 2 shots? That's kind of shocking. Warthog makes B or boom. Warthog does buff rockets. However, they still haven't added the little icon to the rockets when active is on. I reported that to B-Man day 1, and he still hasn't fixed it. He's like, yeah, acknowledge, I know the bug exists, and then he just never added the little icon above the weapon when you have active, which is a little bit awkward. You know, sometimes I think B-Man is a little bit lazy. But I mean, that's it. He has a lot of on his plate. He's not only balancing the base game, but he's also making a DLC now. So, you know, I think it's understandable. Football. Yes, I'm in Foothills. Do all the fun maps, so then I can do other stupid maps after this. Where's my ban? What did you do? What did you do today? You know, I actually haven't had very many thoughts recently. I was just playing From the Depths for 4 hours yesterday. It was pretty interesting. A lot slower game. It was kind of relaxing. And then I also play a lot of Deadlock, which was a mistake. First-person shooters. It's not a third-person shooter. Okay, just shooters in general can be a little bit painful. But it's like a shooter plus League of Legends, so it's like extra crack. And, you know, I probably should uninstall the game. But that would be crazy. Guys, play the game, please. Thank you. So mod my ban, Mr. Wares. Oh my god. You guys are just asking to be banned here. You're just drumming up controversy for the sake of drumming up controversy. I feel like that's just the internet in general, though. Like, if you guys aren't breaking the rules, what's the point? I think that's the whole point. I mean, but soon you're gonna get arrested for breaking the rules. So I guess you guys have to enjoy it while it lasts. Like, you never know. Next month, like, who knows? Maybe even the U.S. starts regulating online chat. You know, for all the free speech like claims of every administration ever. You know, they're suddenly they become a big fan of regulating what the citizens can do, and it's like, oh, well, I mean, so I guess if you're just enjoying it while it lasts, I can understand that. But some of you, I swear, just enjoy like being a little bit silly sometimes. Actually, I probably should grab the metal out of this front wall. This front wall is useless anyways. I'm gonna delete it off all later, and just having the metal now to build mines is pretty peak. Get the 2 upgraded mines down there as well. Actually, I've got a very nice base here. I'm just gonna go lasers. Going howitzers is I've learned is kind of troll, because the enemy just goes lasers and you build howitzers. The enemy has 5 plasma beams. It's just cooked. It's GG. There's nothing you can really do to defend against 5 plasma beams outside of energy shields. So the only way you can do that is if you're Moonshine. And if you're Moonshine, you've already lost, because then you don't get a missile buff, which all that matters on this map. So 5 plasma is OP by that logic. As long as all your other teammates are OP and know how to build missiles themselves. Have you thought about collaborating with other YouTubers that have played forts? I've collaborated with Southwork, and Cursus. I don't know. And Cursus is kind of a weird issue, but I don't think Cursus is open to the how do I say this? More personalized content about asking about his life, right? Like, and Cursus is very much focused on the game. I'm not so much focused on the game. I think that's fine with like Southwork is more of a personality. He shares about his life. He's kind of a fun guy. And Cursus, I don't know. And Cursus seems like he's always focused on what's happening in the game. He's a caster type of guy. So I don't think, and I don't think, straight up, I don't think he would want to collab with me. Like, brother, I've tried before, and I think he's only ever interested in casting tournaments. I don't know if he's ever interested in actually playing the game. I don't know. Is there any other Forts YouTubers? Who's the other Forts YouTuber in this situation? I guess Mr. Mod is definitely not a fraud, just good job. Is he actually banning people? Good on him. Good on him. I mean, people are asking for it. Get them out of here. I'm not about to deal with the mod who's not afraid to ban people. We can't have that hesitation around here to keep the order in society. Oh, like that. Start deleting off all of this terrible stuff here. No, I can't. I can't get doors up here. Oh, like this? Yeah, like that. Perfect. I don't have tech. I have 0 tech down. Oh, that's pretty cooked. Do I actually get 4 longs here? I do not want to get a 4 long here. Can I get a 4 long here? I can get a 4 long here. That should be good enough. Yeah. Everyone who plays Forts is weird. Forts is weird, though. I mean, I guess. But I feel like weird people are also way more interesting to talk to. Like, have you ever talked to a normal person? Like, if you talk to a normal person, I feel like you've already heard everything a normal person has to say. Weird people do make for better, like, conversation, I find. But that said, they are also weird. So sometimes, I guess it's like a perfect balance where they're weird enough that you can still relate to them, but not so weird that that they're unrelatable, and then you're like, what is this guy saying? He's just mentally gone. He's not with us anymore. But you know, I generally enjoy talking to weird people, especially nerds. Nerds can always enlighten me and call me stupid. I'm like, oh, I learned something today. That's pretty cool. But then I also have an inferiority complex, which sucks. Like, there's a lot of people that when I meet, I'm just like, oh, you're just straight up smarter than me. That's good to know. That's like my one thing that I'm proud of myself is for having some knowledge. And I come across you, and then you're like yapping about like the situation in like, I don't know, some African country, and I'm like, I don't even know African geography at all. Great, good on you. Now you made me feel inferior. I don't like that. But then I still talk to them because it's often better than talking to other people. That top guy is going nukes, which is scary. Now he's playing in meta. Weird people outnumber normal people. Yeah, but yet normal people is defined as majority. Yeah. But I feel like, okay, I just define normal people anybody that I don't get along with. That's it. Like, normal people are people who are like very into sports, which I'm just like, you know what, you're normal, you're into sports. That's a normal thing, which could be a weird thing. I guess maybe less than 50% of the people are actually into sports. But I find it that since you disagree with me, you must be normal. I think everybody categorizes themselves as weird, like by their own definition. And therefore, nobody is normal. But I feel like there's also people who are classified as normal just because they follow, I don't know, whatever the actors are doing. I define whatever the actors are doing as normal. I feel like there's a lot of people who are like emulating whatever, I don't know, Britney Spears is doing this week. You know, she put on the new brand of clothing. Though I feel like that's also kind of falling off, the whole actor endorsing people. Because everybody's like, yeah. I mean, I feel like most people can just do online shopping now. And you can buy like the same shirt from a different brand for like the same price. Or rather for way cheaper. Because that's how that works. So this guy's just going pure gunners. That means this guy is absolutely cooked. Should be easy win here. I may actually go forward and take this area as well. If my teammate's not going to take, then I will take it. Maybe I can put nukes there. I can also go portal nukes, technically. I have a spot back here. But that also requires work. Bowling goated. Bowling is pretty good. I've bowled a few times where I'm no good at it, but it's pretty fun. I mean, it's very casual. I like bowling for the fact that pretty much nobody is good at it. So when you go bowling, everybody kind of has fun. Because it's one of those sports where everybody is just like, you want to go bowling. And then you can all laugh at each other being just absolutely terrible. Because nobody actually like bowls. Like it's very rare that you find somebody that like is like a professional bowler. But if you want to play basketball, often the time there's one guy that's really, really good. Or even with ping pong. I know there's a lot of people that are, for some reason, extremely good at ping pong. I think it's because they have a ping pong table at home and play with their family every weekend or something. A bowling is like at that perfect point where it's expensive enough that most people don't go often, and you know, it's cheap enough that you can go occasionally with friends, and then everybody's asked, and then everybody can have fun, and it's usually very casual. But like but I'm telling you, there's some serious ping pong players out there that when you play them, you're just like, man, I'm just getting swamped right now. What the fuck, bro? This sucks. I can't have fun because you've been training for like 3 billion years with your dad or something, and you guys are just like preaching the gospel of whatever ping pong legends there are. And like what am I even supposed to do? I can't compete. You guys are just too good. I think I'm gonna go over back home now. This sucks. Why did you invite me? I'm not having fun. Hello there. Ah, what? That didn't hit the. Aw, howitzer got scratched there. No, why did it die? That howitzer's actually terrifying. I need to like try and take out bottom base before he becomes a problem. Yeah, there we go. I kill all the base. Like I need to kill this base next, and then hopefully that'll be GG. Geek battery placement. Yeah, yeah. Pool's actually Pool's a similar spot, I think. Like, yes, pool I like as well. Because most people are pretty casual in pool as well. Bowling and pool. I'm going to say this. I like pool better because pool is much more, how do I say this, less physical strength required. It's just like, oh, I put the ball in the hole. And that's the extent of the interaction there. I will just kill the bottom base because he's sniping me. Sniping me is not allowed around here. This guy pissed me off slightly, and I have a billion lasers that have to be used. No. Missed. Well, quick, before he gets the energy shield up. It's too late now. He got the energy shield up, right? Yeah. Unfortunate. I think this is going to be a victory for us here. Why is there a guy going mortars every game? There's a mortar maxer over here. Just go missiles. Mortars aren't that good. Oh, ow. That looked like that sucked. Okay, hello there. Is that you're dead? You're dead. My family plays pool on Xmas for presents. What do you mean they play pool for presents? As in, if you win the pool game, you get a present? And there's like a certain, like, it's a prize? Do you guys not like give each other presents? You just, have a tournament in pool? Or who gets the presents? I mean, that would be actually kind of cool, but then I feel like everybody would be training for the rest of the year to maximize their own present outflow. Because, like, I mean, what would you add the competition for, like, items? Then everybody's like, oh, there's a prize pool in the form of presents? Well, now I have to become really good at pool. Then it becomes unfun, because everybody becomes sweaty at it. Which sucks. And the guy could switch back into rocket so he can kill that one energy shield. That would be amazing. I mean, I can't really do anything here. there's energy shields up here, the enemy energy shield down here, and everybody else is already dead. So I'm not... I literally can't... I can't do much to end the game. I just have to really hope my teammates eventually get an explosive and, you know, they can do things but of their own accord. I'm shocked that the sniper lived. No, we don't train every year. But is it that, like, tournament style? Or whoever wins gets the presents? Bye-bye turbines. Yeah, the bottom guy's turbines were a, kind of a lost cause. Couldn't save those. I can barely shoot anything up here. I'm also floating off, like, a billion resources. I mean, I can't spend the metal on anything. Literally just trapped to, be with 4 Warthog lasers. Which 4 Warthog lasers are great. Don't get me wrong. But, you know. Life could be better. Oh, there goes the silos. And that counts as a refire? What? Nah, there goes the other 2 silos. And now we just have bottom base, which I can't... What's the only thing I can actually do here is continuously disconnect this guy from being able to expand outwards, which I will do here. So then my teammates can hopefully finish this guy off. It's more like you win, you get your presents sooner. Oh! Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. But I feel like getting your presents sooner is always a moment, because then, like, if you get your presents first, then, like, all the excitement has ended, and then you're left with just watching everybody else be happy after you. And no, you can't even hang out with your presents either, because if you like everybody else, you have to appreciate everybody else getting their presents as well. So you can't just leave early and be like, oh, I got my little RC car, I'm gonna go drive it around. No, you have to appreciate everybody else. So you're sitting there with an RC car you can't use for like an hour or so, and it sucks. While everybody else is like, oh, now I like, I mean, you never know how good you have it until you don't have it, right? So you just get an RC car, then everybody else starts getting stuff. They're like, oh, this is so cool. And then you're sitting there with your RC car, and you're like, I can't do this. And, you know, since everybody else got their presents later, they can immediately enjoy the present. River Up versus Cloud. I don't... Does he want a 1v1? I'll go new lobby. More like I have more time to set up my presents. Oh, I mean, I guess if you get something that's like assembly, like out of IKEA, like you got a gaming chair or something, I guess you can build it. Or maybe like a Lego set. But I feel like if you start building your Lego set while everybody else has presents in the corner, that's kind of rude. Like, respectfully. Like, if my little brother got a Lego set, right? Which I don't think he gets anymore because he's in high school now. And then he went in the corner, and then he started, like, playing with his Lego set. I would be like, what the fuck, bro? I just got a new present. You're not appreciating this? There's some unethical stuff right here. Oh, that's caps. My bad. I don't ask for much for anyways. Yeah, I feel like once you have a gaming computer as a guy, you're kind of, like, complete. Now, I'm not sure if it's different as a girl, but, you know, if most guys I know, they have a gaming computer and maybe they have a car, and then, you know, that's all they need in life. Like, what else do you need? You have a car to go, like, get, like, I don't know, some McDonald's or some In-N-Out, and you have a gaming computer so that you can enjoy the In-N-Out while playing video games, and then that's your entire day. And then you have nothing else you need to spend time with? Oh, he wants a 1v1? Oh, wait. I guess we're actually doing this. I was expecting him to refuse. But you know what? I can deal with this. I can deal with it. I'm pro at this game. I'm sure. Now I don't know what the strategy I want to go here is. Maybe I actually go rockets. Rockets would be kind of funny. Come on. We're going here. I wonder, if I lose this, I'll be a little bit sad. Ethics from the guy who team kills for money last stream. Hey man, I'm pretty sure you would team kill into video games for $15, okay? Don't pretend you're above that. You are definitely not above that, especially because you're a stream chatter. Like, come on, we both know if it was like $5, you would team kill. Like that is not how that works. You would also 100% team kill for cash. Like, people who pretend they're above that, like, come on. Let's get some reason in here. This guy has 0 turbines. I mean, he could actually be Hurricane. That would be fair. If he was Hurricane, 0 turbines are a valid play. But I have a feeling he's not Hurricane. He's just He's just not gaming. Oh, he spilled sniper? Okay. I counter build sniper. What do you play? But we team kill nothing for us? Yeah, you guys, I mean, like, the difference between you guys aren't getting paid for team killing, so, like, you guys are even more cooked. At least I have to be, like, compensated to team kill. You guys aren't even compensated to team kill, which is just pathetic. Like, respectfully, I don't know. Nice sniper. I'll go purple tech. Ever think of that? Yeah, this guy has been outplayed, and now I snipe his turbine and force down 2 sandbags, right? You're not gonna, if this man doesn't place 2 sandbags, he is cooked. Oh, there's a snipe there. I can feel it. No, what? There we go. I'll just continue auto-firing that until it kills that turbine or he repairs. It's gonna get it one of these days. Just watch. One of these days, that turbine's gonna get showed who's boss. Come on. No? Yeah, you're not? Okay, it's not gaming. Maybe I'll just go EMP into heavy tech. Like, I'll go EMP into cannons, maybe. EMP, maybe just mass fire beam and EMP mass fire beam into rockets. What do you guys think? Team River? We're rooting for you? Bro, I think River's pretty cooked, bro. I mean, look at this. Like, you just lost another sniper and he has an exposed mine here. Like, that's pretty cooked. All right, make your bets. Yeah, I wish we had the chat betting on right now. If I was on, oh, I haven't turned on Twitch. If I had Twitch on, you guys could have, or if I was like a Twitch streamer, you guys could all start betting on who would win the match through Twitch. But I don't have Twitch on, so you guys can't bet, and you guys have no voice in who you think is gonna win, which is kind of a tragedy. Yeah, I'm gonna go upgrade turbines into late upgraded mines here because I'm also playing rockets. Like, a lot of energy consumption going on around here. Oh, he has another sniper. Exposed? Oh, come on. Watch me miss this shot. No. Oh, no, come on. Ah. Let's go like that. Upgrade it. Another core EMP. That's huge. Who would win sky water or surface water? I'm pretty sure sky water would. I mean, they have the height advantage. Oh, these guys going nukes. Oh, if he's Warthog, I may just be dead here, which would be kind of funny. No, he's not Warthog. Okay, I'm okay. Double swarm can sometimes kill, not turbines, metal. But I imagine I can't let up the pressure. Get this guy going into background bracing. And get some gunners going on top here. And actually some gunners going on front here as well. I can actually upgrade those into armor-piercing miniguns down the line. Not too big of a problem. Owie. Oh? Wait, what? Oh, I win? I'm just a better YouTuber. What can I say? What happened there? Did he just collapse himself? Yeah, he just collapsed himself. GG! Well, what a game. And I never could lose the allegations that I'm worse than this guy. Clouds are usually the supplier of most Riverwatch, so I think there's a clear winner. True! Yeah, I'm the food source of this guy, so without me, he couldn't even exist. I guess, I mean, unless you consider, like, groundwater. Why is this guy still playing? Do you have to kick this guy? Yeah, this guy's, you know, I'll let him back in, though. Rip. Rip indeed. How do you have a check mark next? Wait, what the fuck? How do you have a check mark next to your name? How does this one guy have a check mark next to this game and nobody else does? What is the difference? Rematch? I'm not doing a rematch. There's other people in the lobby, okay? I can't just rematch. Actually, it's all flying force. I can't just 1v1 this guy every single game. Oh, that's not Flying Forest. That is a vanilla map. There we go. He made you, but the river no, but the ocean is the main supplier of water into moisture that like into clouds. Okay, it's not river water. No, it's mainly the ocean, and then the rivers flow back into the ocean, so then they can provide. Like you're like okay, maybe that was just rage bait, and I just fell for that. But no, it's mainly evaporation from the ocean. Like river evaporation, maybe lake evaporation, I guess could be something, but rivers just straight up just don't have enough surface area, I don't think. And Phantom Man. And I should probably add the mod that actually matters here. Paid checkmark. What do you mean paid? Oh, is this like a YouTube membership type of thing? Is that what it is? Oh, I guess so. I guess if you're a YouTube member, you get a free checkmark. And then you know you can go into games and be like, yo, I have $50 per month. I want to join, but I would sell. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the problems with my lobbies. They just like if you're bad, then you leave, and everybody else becomes better. So if you're worse, then you have to leave as well. Dog eat dog world in this lobby. Or if you're bad, then all your teammates also yell at you live on stream, which kind of sucks. Yo, Cloud, I love your vids. You may be in one right now. Can I please start the game? I'm gonna kick you. If you you can like my vids all you want. I'm not above just kicking you if you're already up. That just means my channel is verified. Is my channel verified? Wait, is this valid? I don't actually know. Can somebody check this? Am I below this guy on the totem pool? Is he above me? What does a verified channel mean? What the fuck? 968k subs. Oh my god, I have a millionaire here. Bro. What are you doing here? You could be making fat stacks by just posting another YouTube video with that amount of subs. Hey, oh, massive YouTuber. Hey, we should do a collab, bro. I don't even have to know what your channel's about. I'm just seeing a dollar signs right here, and you know I can't resist. What's the best way for me to learn? If you want to learn the game, just I don't know, learn one build order on like vanilla. Just practice one vanilla build order. Like just learn a cannon build order and learn how to build a cannon base. And after you do that, then everything else pretty much falls into place, I think. Because if you learn how to build cannons on vanilla, I mean, that's like half the matches anyways. And then like most of the base design translate into every other fight. I mean, you're eating mac and cheese. Oh, I mean, hey man, just make a video eating mac and cheese, man. That's like $1,000 in one video right there. I'm pretty sure if I made a video making mac and cheese, I would get like $10 at least. I'm sure with your influence, you could I don't know, move mountains. I have no idea what your channel's about, so I've never seen your channel before. I'm sorry, man. This is should have done my research before you showed up. Predicted this event before it happens. I'm here for forts are cool. Forts are cool. You know what? I can appreciate. Forts is actually, I think, one of the better games to watch because a lot of other games that are more complicated. I don't have an L2 controller. I find are just really, really boring. Like to watch, not to play. Like for instance, Age of Empires, great game to play. To watch, I can understand why people are bored because respectfully, there's not a lot of explosions happening. Kind of sucks. The forts are you German or an American dude? Me? Shit. How do I say this? I'm technically. If we're going just by passports, I'm 66% German or 66% European, and 33% American. So I'm technically, just by citizenship standards, I'm more American than I am European, or more European than I am American. But I've lived in the U.S. all my life, and I consider myself an American. Like some people would be like, this guy's a German, he's a foreigner, he holds one of the citizenships, he's the guy stealing my job. But other people would be like, yeah, but he lived in the U.S. all the time, so he couldn't actually make a Nuremberger Bratwurst ever, right? Like, like I was born here, I'm not exactly raised in the German culture. I lived in Germany for a little bit, but it was the amount of time that I'm more of a tourist and an idiot American who can't speak enough German to actually sound coherent. So, I don't consider myself an American. Except for all those times I consider moving to Europe. Which I think I'm gonna move. Like, the most annoying part about living in Europe and my sister also has this problem, is the freaking taxes, bro. Like, I mean, you still have to file taxes in the US, and you have to own all, like, your assets through US companies, because the US is like, oh, you want to own something through a European bank? Report that back. And you have to do it in American dollars. So then if you want to even transfer the money to Europe, then you have to pay the fucking transaction fees of moving from one currency to another. Which sucks. It's stupid. Anyways, so, those are my current thoughts. Cloud is a migrant from Germany. Are you German American? Okay, I have a German passport, I have an Austrian passport, and an American passport, but I've lived in the US pretty much my whole life. So, except for that like 6 months where I lived in Germany. So I would say I'm an American. You know, I've lived. I'm well aware of the American problems. I go to an American university. I've lived in L.A., the most American place. I live in Hollywood. Every time you turn on the TV, that's where I live, and it sucks. It's true. Everything you see about Hollywood is true, all the good and the bad. No, come on. Let me have this. Thank you. I'm not gonna get good enough to join you. Well, I'm sure in a few years you are. Like, imagine, like, if this channel lasts a second year, then I'm sure, like, if you trained your hardest, like, I'm pretty sure after 1 year of this game, I was pretty good. Like, if you really play a lot of ranked, you'll be good in a year. That's it. I actually played ranked, like, last weekend, because I was just bored. I was like, what could I do? I was like, I could destroy some kids' ranked. The meta's Armadillo in ranked. Like, it pisses me off, because in my tier list video, I put Armadillo's S tier, and, like, everybody was like, yeah, this guy's ass, and he was ass. Okay, I was wrong. And then the next patch, they nerf all the other commanders, and buff all the things Armadillo is good at, which is close-range maps with large amounts of map control, so then he's meta the wrong patch. And I was like, fuck, bro. How did, like, the meta just had to move and make me look like a fool, like it always does. And I'm kind of pissed off that, like, but also, gonna be honest, the Armadillo meta is kind of cancer. Like, the fact that Armadillo miniguns are meta, is just completely cursed. It's just map control into GG kind of right now. Because all the heavy weapons are kind of just getting outclassed by even rockets to some extent, but it's mostly just, yeah, just Armadillo map control. Because it's so hard to play against, insta open doors, and, how do I say this? Insta open doors, and large amounts of map control. So because you can't really build, like, even trench gunners are hard to build because of armor-piercing miniguns, and, you know, you can't really snipe them if they're playing well, and, you know, double AP sniper is also very strong. It's kind of sucks. My channel is low-key dead low. Maybe I should switch to gaming. What did you do before gaming? Oh, come on, that was crazy. What did you do before gaming? Like, you were one of those geography, like, I'm referring to your image. I'm saying, like, you were maybe making videos about, like, countries or something. I don't know. But I'm sure your channel still gets more views than mine does. Try Fortnite. Fortnite, I hear, is Fortnite any popular anymore? I thought it was pretty not in the living realm anymore. I thought Fortnite was just kind of, I don't know, maybe mid at most. I think I like this game because I used to draw forts like this when you were a kid. You used to draw 2D forts? That's crazy. I mean, you're like, are you also a secret Australian dev in the chat? Come here to leak the fact that I'm also sometimes leak the patch notes. Like I'm not supposed to. Sometimes I consider making a video like, actually I shouldn't say that. I was about to leak more patch notes. Oopsies. But I'm considering asking B-Man if I can make a video making like, using this weapon before it gets nuked by the devs. Like before, like it gets sent to the grave by the... Actually, did a new update drop? I'm actually not too sure. Because usually they drop it after a rank season. No new update, okay. Tragic. Drawing content. Oh, you're an artist? Okay, that is kind of impressive. You know, artists are a little bit of a, thing that I could never do. I've tried many times to do art, and it's just never been for me. Every time I always just make some like human thing that like looks straight out of a horror story. Maybe, but I mean, like that said, Meat Canyon does that exact same thing, and somehow he's popular. So maybe I just have to find the right amount of ugly where it's still bearable, and it's also then at that point considered satire on society. I think Meat Canyon has it figured out. Like, I'm sure he's also a good drawer, could draw cool things if he wanted. But I mean, that's, you know, I mean, I couldn't do that, but you know, if he can, good for him. Well, this guy is literally just being annoying with the button. It's not doing anything, man. Can you just stop? literally just killing wood for the sake of killing wood. Like, the wood doesn't deserve this. Like, what are the buzzsaws? The buzzsaws, I'm trying to start adding sandbags at this rate. That is a less than ideal chain of events there. That man has 2 howitzers. That man has 3 howitzers. That man has destroyed all my suspendium chambers. Hey, but look, he flipped me around real good. And now this guy has a cannon down here. I should also add another... one of these guys. Yeah, like up here. Just in case everything goes bad. And I need to do that. Alright, now I'm getting bombed and there's extra buzzsaws. Amazing. Average Forge game, what can I say? Alright, that howitzer guy. Uh-oh. Rip the outpost. I enjoyed having it. Hey, sword howitzer just reloaded. He's getting blocked by his teammate, though. Anyways. It's gonna kill that guy. God, why are you not playing ranked or FBL? I don't find it that fun, gonna be honest. Forge competitive, I played it a lot in the past, not really interested in playing it right now. A lot of the time I play it, I'm like, I'm not having fun. It's just very stressful, then I have to keep up with the meta, and then I have to play the game a lot more. And I have a lot to do, okay? Like, I have to play this game, and I have to play, like, 4 other games, and I have to edit videos, and I also have school. Like, I don't... Like, like, if I dropped, like, other games, I could totally do it, but... Also... Not happening. Really? Nice, triple howitzer. They had to wait a whole reload cycle for that to come back. Next season with your bro, Ethan? No, Ethan's playing with somebody else. Ethan's, like, booked until, like, 2028, bro. Like, there's a lot of people that want to play with Ethan. He plays with somebody else different pretty much every season, but there's a lot of people that he wants to play with, so... And that want to play with him. And also, I don't think he would want to play with me, because then I think he would also not get another badge. Because this guy wants to fire his howitzers, and I don't want to let him have it. Not going to be that easy of a shot. That guy wants to fire maybe buzzsaws. There's the howitzer dude. Alright. Pure wall of metal, OP. Really? I was getting shot by a cannon now? Completely unbelievable. I wonder which base, because that guy was definitely controlling an airship by the fact that he was not paying attention to his base at all. And if it was the howitzer airship, I'm going to be ecstatic. And that means the howitzer airship's pretty much dead here, because he has 0 resources to use. Oh, fuck. That was my teammate that just shot me, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it wasn't. There's another guy with cannon. Hello there. Oh. Okay. Got too close to the ground. Why you? I don't know. You were right below me. Should have chose a different base. What place is Infinity Power finish? I have no idea. I'm not too familiar with Infinity Power. I don't really, like, keep track of him, going to be honest. He just kind of exists now. And he's also, like, no longer just insulting me for, like, no reason. So, I mean, nobody even talks about him anymore. Like, it was kind of funny when he was just going around every day going, like, this guy sucks. Cloud is, like, the worst Force player I've ever heard of. But, like, now he's just doing something else. I don't even know what he's doing. I guess maybe he's no longer Vibe. Maybe he just got bored. I haven't actually heard that much about him, I'm going to be honest. He's just been kind of no longer here. Which is kind of... I don't know, maybe did I win? I have no idea. I think he's also busy with school or something. Maybe he got bored of grinding ranked every day. Because, like, Infinity Power, I think, same thing happened to him that happened to me. Like, I grinded, like, hundreds of hours in ranked, and, like, peaked at rank 7. I think the similar thing is happening to him right now, where he's grinding, like, hundreds of hours, and they only ever getting, like, to the top, maybe, like, 10, but never getting the top 3, which is, like, the positions that really matter. Because, like, the top 3 is pretty much reserved for people who are just genetically superior to you. Like, Ethan, genetically superior to everybody. Julian's pretty just cracked. Like, there's a lot of people in this game that you just can't beat no matter how hard you try. And I feel like Infinity Power is finding that out about now. And you're like, oh, well, well, what was? I guess the point in trying was never there in the first place. Infinity Power versus River Up wouldn't match up we want. Well, if okay, Infinity Power is better at the game than me, and if I can beat River Up, and if we're going by power scaling rules, which means everything is transitive, and I'm pretty sure River Up would get absolutely slapped by Infinity Power would as well. He updated a video where he lost for the first time, so maybe his character's growth is going on. Oh my god, really? That's really cool. I don't... I mean, the fact is that ever since I stopped playing ranked, I stopped losing most of the time. At least in public lobbies. Outside of... I mean, these lobbies I can still lose in because everybody in my lobbies are sweats, but normal public lobbies, where everybody's just casual, it's super hard to lose in. And the what games I do lose is just like a stupid modded video, and I'm just like, do people want to see an upload of me just dying in a mod? I'm assuming no, so then I don't upload it, because then I'm like, usually I just get shot by whatever meta is in the mod is, and that's, you know, generally just pretty boring, I find. So this guy only has howitzers on one side, so as long as I go to the other side, it should be okay. Yeah, he gave up. No, he does have howitzers on the other side. Okay, good for him. Nobody knows how to counter the dodge and weave technique. It's an ancient technique taught only through the ancient Egyptian arts of if you're moving, it's harder to hit you. So I'm pretty sure they're not prepared. This guy actually turning around. He is turning around. No. All your time, bro. What happened to you can't turn around right now. You made it so far. Right, I'm really bad at the game right now. I haven't played seriously in like a month. Yep, yeah, that's fair. Like, playing the game seriously, I think it can turn, like, competitive, like, if you play it competitively, you can turn, like, a really fun casual game into something that's no longer fun and casual. I mean, it's kind of like ping pong when you play it competitively, I think. Like, ping pong is really fun with friends, and once you actually start, like, thinking that, like, you care if you win or not, then a lot of the time, it's just like, oh, why am I doing this? I'm just not having fun. This sucks. I should go back to just doing whatever I was doing before, which was not this. You know what I mean? And should I go... I rarely ever go bombers. I actually play bombs this game. Something I don't normally... I'll just go bomb portals. Really hard to kill, and since there's a portal on the side, it's really... Oh. Who has mortars? What? That was a mortar shot right there. I don't know from who, but there was a mortar shot there. What is that, really? Okay. Do an ancient technique called covering it with one layer of wood, so it can't get countered by that. So then, also the howitzers when they go through, they don't explode because there's only one layer of wood. Oh, this guy has an EMP. Oh shit. Well, there goes the strategy, I guess. He has found the counter, which is one EMP. I should just build a couple gunners instead. Do I? Oh, I forget. I keep forgetting you need laser tech to upgrade those for some random reason. Like you need a factory. And I don't know why the creator of the mod made it so that's like that. That you just need a factory for some reason. But maybe because I mean lasers are good still here. I mean lasers are maybe not that good. Generally cannons are just better. Nukes don't work? What do you mean nukes don't work? Nukes you can't really fire from a crap. Cloud and River Up and me versus Infinity. Nebula Boars. I don't know. Like, are you just really bad at the game? I feel like keeping up my Infinity Power embargo is still the best strategy. Because I mean, look, he has been very in the past. He has been very unkind to me. He just insults me, and I'm just like, why? So I feel like if I just continue the embargo, it's the best way to show my frustration with him. It's like when Real Nations embargo. Like if you're gonna be cringe, I'm just gonna embargo you. And then everybody's like, oh, maybe I'll stop being cringe. Or more accurately, then they embargo you back or something. But, you know, that would never happen. Aww. That wasn't very... Oh, I'll trade his teammate. Very good. Oh, wow, this is a portal setup of all time. I'm very happy with this. I'm keeping this. Actually, no, it's going to fall off if I do keep it like that. It's gonna get like rotationed out, so I'll change that. Would you rather live in China or Russia? China. Like, look. I'm a white guy, and in China, I'm pretty sure people would hire me just because I can speak English, right? Like, what does Russia have? Like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm like a young, able-bodied man. I would just get conscripted into the military, and then I'd be dead. At least in China, I could be like, yo, I can speak English. Will you hire me for your Chinese enterprise? I can go out and I can speak English to all the American companies for you, and they'd be like, here's like $30,000, which is like $50 billion in China. Ass gunner, bro. What are you doing? Grave disappointment. Oh. Should have thought of that before shooting me, idiots. Got him. Oh, you gonna shoot me with the... Oh, you're going down? I'm going up. Nice howitzers. How do you defend lasers? Energy shields? Sandbags? Space doors? Oh, wait, we are. I didn't even realize that we're this commander. No, energy lasers are very useful at the early, like, lasers as a kind of a rushing weapon. Like, once lasers are defended, it's very hard to do any amount of eco damage. It's just the problem, they're very strong at the, like, start of the game, currently, and then fall off a cliff. The later the game goes, generally the worse lasers become. Except for, like, nuke-based games where both players are going nukes and you need it for AA. Lasers are usually pretty ass later in the game. But earlier in the game, they're very hard to defend. Like, but once you invested in all the infrastructure to defend against lasers, it's very hard to deal with them. I guarantee you this guy's not ready for this. Come on. Yeah. And I imagine he was just about... Is that he's dead? Yeah, you may have 3 buzz or 3 howitzers. I have 1 howitzer. And look who made it go farther, huh? I thought of the rotation. Uh-oh. Oh, whatever. Just flip it back around. So the portals go back to doing portal things. There we go. Outplayed. What are those? I have portals, man. Unless you're, like, moonshine? Yeah. What do you have? Actually, I'm not sure what, whether fire or flame... No, flamethrowers do go through portals. That was a big loss for this guy. You can't do anything here. No, if you shoot it again, it's not gonna... Okay. Whatever, there's nothing I can do about this guy. He is determined, man. Well, I mean, hey, like, he's having fun with his little... I don't know. What are those? Flamethrowers? I'm just gonna shoot his base here in a second. Oh, look at that. My teammates are showing up. Oh, that's amazing. I think this is gonna be GG here in a second. You're not prepared to deal with my team. I am completely out of power. That's kind of the problem with having everything energy shield and portaled is that... No, I have no portals anymore. Actually, I don't really need portals, gonna be honest. Portals have kind of outlived their use. I only needed them really to counter the howitzer craft. Now the howitzer craft is dead, I can just kind of vibe. Do whatever I want. I mean, this guy isn't... the problem with the flamethrower is it does 0 damage. Like, I can just repair it faster than this guy can do damage. Like, sure, it's annoying, but it doesn't really do any direct damage. Like, I'm not sure exactly what his plan is. I'm sure he's, got one somewhere. Left for a bit and came back to Pleek Blimp Warfare. This is that's... Oh god, no, I rotated the crafts. This was... It was all... He knew I would do this. No, don't destroy the strut with the howitzer. Oh, fuck, bro. Alright. As long as I keep spreading out the damage, though. Don't let... that... Oh god, the strut with the howitzer was on got really low there. Thankfully, it's okay now. Man, it's just annoying. That's it. That's all. Oh, wait. Harassment maxing over here. That gonna be a GG for this craft? Oh, okay. Well, that was unfortunate. Ukraine new craft. Go in. Well played. The flamethrower did more than I expected. I'll admit it. I kind of got outplayed there. Would you rather live in North Korea or Venezuela? What? Yeah. Is this just rage bait here? This is... You already know it's Venezuela. What are you talking about? Would I rather live in North Korea or Venezuela? Like, Venezuela, I can just leave again. I mean, I guess live there is the point, like, you live there, but Venezuela at least has, like, cars and stuff. Like, they have electricity. Like, they may be struggling, but they're not just starving to death, like, you know, North Koreans do. Like, North Koreans are maximal starvation, and, like, at least Venezuela has some level of, like, free markets, so you can, like, do some stuff there, and they have oil. Like, what does North Korea have? I guess North Korea has nukes, but, like, you know, the government has such a stranglehold on your balls and everybody's daily life. Like, it's, like, even less freedom. Like, look at, I may be part European, but I still respect freedom, okay? Like, I'm still a big fan of that stuff. And North Korea tends to have less freedom than Venezuela has. Because, like, at least I can buy a car in Venezuela, right? And they have gas stations. Like, they don't even have that in North Korea, as far as I'm aware. And, like, you know, and when I look at the satellite view of the world, Venezuela actually has light. Which is a lot more than can be said about North Korea. North Korea is often just sitting there, and then Pyongyang's, like, the only place that even has electricity sometimes. And, you know, Venezuela also has hope, right? Venezuela still technically has elections, which, you know, they're kind of getting rigged now, but they still technically have elections. And by that metric alone, you know, as long as the U.S. just invades them, forcefully overthrows their democracy, and replaces it with a real democracy, you know, there could be hope of a life where, people can vote for things to get better. But, you know, that's only if, like, the current dictator... Because the current dictator's not, like, 100% in. Like, sometimes I'm looking at the Venezuelans, like, a government, I'm just like, there could be a chance that you could get him out. Whether they have unlimited bacon but no games, or games, unlimited games but no games. Yeah, this is just average logic here. Had one Venezuelan mamacitas, though. What are Venezuelan mamacitas? When did you start playing Forza? I started playing Forza in 2020. It's actually started 2020, like June. Not June, that's January. Okay, they both start with J, okay? I can't be asked to actually memorize the names of the month of the year. That was actually a long time. I didn't actually memorize the months in order until, like, high school. That was one thing I really struggled with for some reason, was memorizing all of the months in the order that they go in the year. For some reason, I have no idea why this was the case. Maybe my brain just saw, like, all the months of the year and was just like, it's just a bunch of random names in order. But now I can do it, which I'm very proud of. Now I know all the months in order. Mainly because I had to mess around with a lot of months, like, one time when I was looking at dates. And I was like, oh, now I just memorized it because I was looking at them for a long while. It's actually kind of crazy. Like, if you try to, like, often when I'm sitting there in the education system, like, somebody's trying to force some information down my throat, and then, like, I don't remember anything, but after I just, like, you know, need to use it in my real life, then it just suddenly stays, and it's like, oh. Well, I mean, I guess, like, when you're actually, like, working or something, you're required to memorize stuff, and then you use it, and you're like, oh, then you're stressed about it. I guess a big difference if you're stressed. I imagine if you're stressed or something, your memory is heightened, then you could remember that experience for next time. And when you're not stressed, like I was often at school, I was just like, well, whatever. I mean, I never got tested on the months of the year. Probably, maybe they should add the months of the year test, huh? Make sure all the kids know the order of the months, so they don't end up like me, which didn't know the order of the months. Because somebody would say, like, oh, it's in May, and I'm like, okay, exactly when is May? I'm not exactly sure. That's, like, somewhere in the middle, I know that. But, you know, it's kind of a foreign concept. Everybody's trying to force these months down my throat. Never understood it. You don't plan anything when you're a kid? Yeah. Having a roommate is kind of giving poverty. Well, you know. That's just the USA system. Okay. I deserve that. That's what happens when you fire howitzers in a moving craft. I knew the risks, and that happened. Kind of the problem with howitzers, I'm just gonna go kill their bases. I'm not fighting this guy. Okay, weapons on the back, possibly. Okay, possibly has weapons on the back, so let me just armor up this part, and then I should be good. as I go and try and proceed to shoot their base here. As I'm pretty sure as long as I can one-shot them all, I'll be okay. They are blue hats as well. Are they Buster? Oh, is that guy going too fast? Yep. Absolutely got a finger up his ass, quite literally. But half the time I don't even have to fight these people. They just kill themselves. I just have to appear, and then the aura attack, you know, just does all the damage for me. I don't even have to try. It's pretty good. And now I can go like this. Yeah, that one's down. And look at that, he even got shot with another howitzer from his teammate. See, this is a great thing about bases when you're attacking them. They can't move like these stupid guys that are always like doing some dodging and weaving. It's good policy to fight what you can. Mind games? Not a big fan. I mean, I guess. But I'm pretty sure this guy knows what's coming. At least from the fact that his entire base is getting designed around stopping me. Let's go pull up before I get actually obliterated there. I'll shoot this guy next. I'm at the range where I don't know if this guy... Oh. There's buzzsaws? Why? I have a full wall of metal here. Buzzsaws won't even do anything against my based metal enjoyer person. And now you're shooting yourself. Very nice. Good on the enemies. That's 4 pieces. You know what 4 pieces of wood can't tank? A howitzer. You need 5 pieces of wood. Basic knowledge. And 6 pieces of wood for a Warthog active howitzer. That often pulls me off when I'm playing like competitive or something. And somebody just built a Warthog active howitzer, and I built 5 pieces of wood to defend, and it just goes through it, and I'm just like, oh shit. And then I die, and it sucks. I'm like, this is stupid. But it is what it is. I don't think this guy has the reaction time to use that. Yeah, shotgun. Oh, nice. Buzzsaws? You could have actually done a lot of damage there. Too bad you didn't. And not gonna let you get that shot again. Oh, look, there's another guy here. He's not expecting this maneuver. Watch this. Oh. I was expecting to flip a lot more than I actually did. Come on. He's gonna go down. I go up. And I'll fire that the howitzer. Oh, is he just going all the way down? Okay. I guess GG then? I was not expecting to win that way, but bro wasn't gaming. Why use mind games when you're gonna use more gun? Well, if you don't know where you're shooting the if you don't know where you're shooting the gun at, then what use is the gun itself? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you'd have an idea of what to shoot the gun at. Like, there's a lot of people with a lot of weapons and not a lot of ops. And they just kind of have weapons that they spend money on and nothing to do with it. Nothing to use it for. A little bit of a foolish time. Like, you first have to have an enemy before you have a gun. Like, there's no use of a gun without an enemy. And now sometimes, you know, there's a chance of an enemy popping up. Like, you're just walking down the street and somebody guys like, give me your wallet. But most of the time, I feel like you're just hanging out. And, you know, it's pretty chill. Battleships. I can do battleships. I need to take a piss. Put that on for Subway Surfers in the background. And then go to the restroom. Real gamer hours? This is gaming. We're just gaming on both. No, I'm just gonna do co-op here. So then I can go to the restroom. Turn off warships as well. Turn on VFX, and then we should be good. And then we can turn on some stupid mod, like, I don't know, extra stuff. And yeah, you guys are a big fan of mods, right? I'm not. I'm pretty sure you guys are. That's randomized teams. But no, the problem with British gaming on balls is that if I do that, right? Everybody in my lobbies has pretty much already seen all my videos, and they will do it back to me. And it sucks when like colonizer game it happens to you. It's great when it happens to other people. When you do it to other people, or when it's like reversed, nah, I'm not a big fan. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I bet you missed me. The gameplay right here. Yeah, look at that. The game plays by itself. It's like I'm actually just watching a replay right now. You want some commentate? Wait, did my teammates lose the cannon? What? Wait, did the enemies also lose the cannon? What? Did the cannon get removed? What's happening here? What? Where's the cannon? I no longer need these. Good game. Hope to play again sometimes. You were that blue guy. Well, I hope to see you again as well then. I hope you enjoyed the game. Often I don't enjoy the game. I'm feeling a lot better actually. You guys have any questions? My day is going pretty well. I had eggs this morning, man. When I got eggs this morning, like the person like giving out the scrambled eggs gave me like just a massive like solid blob. Like it was just one blob. There was no like indistinction between like the pieces, and it sucked. Like isn't like the middle is super like soggy and not really warm. Like generally scrambled eggs wouldn't be described as crispy, but it was like in the exact opposite direction of crispy, and I was just like it was the complete lack of crispness in there was kind of a tragedy. I was kind of hoping when I was eating it that they would give me some crispy stuff and stuff. Oh, I forgot we're playing with this stupid mod. So I was very sad about that. I'm just gonna go with the scrap cannon. Or wait, not scrap cannon, the fragmentation cannon. Yeah, that's right. Did they sell off mortars? They did not sell off mortars. Let's put the gunners over here instead. They could be going mass howitzer as well. I doubt it in modded. But you never know. Cloud, you should join Forts VC. I'm not about to join Forts VC. You know what happened? You know what's going to happen? I can guarantee you. It's going to be like when I had Steam notifications on my stream. Somebody is going to do something stupid, and something's bad's going to happen, okay? Like, I used to have Steam notifications on my stream, and all my friends would just start doing stupid shit so that the funny thing would appear on stream, and everybody would be like, oh my god, is that guy playing a hentai game? And I'd be like, I didn't even know he had a hentai game. I'm pretty sure he bought it just for this bit. And then it would be like, oh, so you're friends with hentai people. I'm like, oh, I guess I am. But, like, there's some respect in that. At least they're openly hentai enjoyers. And not, you know, closeted hentai enjoyers, which I'm pretty sure... Is there a large difference? I don't know. One plays gacha games with their friends and the other doesn't, I guess. You also had eggs, soft scrambled eggs. Yeah, scrambled eggs I can enjoy, but like, you know, generally, like before I was like, you can't even fuck up scrambled eggs, you know? Like, literally all you have to do is take some heat, put eggs on a pan, and then add some salt and pepper, and then that's you got scrambled eggs down. That's literally it. But this guy, no, he fucked it up. They fucked up scrambled eggs somehow, which makes me extremely sad. Oh, they're dropping both at the same time. I don't see this going well at all Oh, I want to watch this. This is extremely interesting. Is this just gonna break off? The whole thing's gonna fall? I could totally see that happening. Hold on. Oh, it actually worked. You know what? Good for them. A little bit risky with that thing breaking off there, but I guess they got it down pat, huh? They knew what was going on, and they got the thing set. I will just build some howitzer defenses just in case they do decide to go howitzer. I placed down a few howitzers myself just to force out howitzer defenses on their side. Because I mean, generally just going like 3 howitzers forces out endless amounts of howitzer defenses, and it's so annoying to deal with. And if the enemy's dealing with that, that means it's good. Because they're in pain, and they're the opponent, so if their opponents are, you win. You hate eggs? You hate eggs? What the fuck you mean? How do you go sunny side up are the best eggs, and then also say you hate eggs? Like, isn't the first statement canceling out the second statement? Like, you can't dislike eggs and then also like sunny side up. You dislike step 1. How can you ever get to step 2? Like, respectfully, can you explain this to me? I feel like I am being told a lie here. How is that even possible? You need milk too. I know I'm actually not a big fan of milk. Gonna be honest with you, milk is not my cup of tea. Tea is, but like whenever I eat milk, I just feel a little bit icky. I don't know how to describe it. I don't feel awesome, and I'm just like, why did I drink milk? Like I'd rather just have coffee. And then people will put like a normal amounts of milk in coffee. Like I can understand it when it's like cold brew, but most of the time when people put cold brew or like milk in coffee, I'm like, this sucks. Why did you put the milk in the coffee? You can just drink the coffee. Like you're just diluting the taste of the coffee, which is like really good. Like why would you want to make the taste less tasty? Like that sucks. It's just troll. Alright, Buzzsaw's doing Buzzsaw things. I don't understand those types of people. Nice buzzsaws, idiots. Hello, wood. Oh wow, one got through. Good on them. Ass gunners. There's 4 of you. There's 4 gunners. Only one. Ah, I'm about to start suing. This is an employee that's not doing his work. Sometimes I feel sympathy for the massive corporations out there that have to deal with lazy employees like that gunner. Like, come on, man. Like, you had one job, and like it is extremely simple as well. Little bit disappointing. Is there no weapons in there? Oh, that's not good. And nobody expects the turbine. This is why this is a wall of wood in front of your weapons actually just OP though, because you can just do a bunch of random bullshit that could save your weapons. Are we gonna start actually dropping magnet beams, or are we just gonna continue trolling here? Like, I'm perfectly fine continuing trolling here, but we could also just start dropping magnet beams, like respectfully, and we're gonna start doing that. And every time they paint us, we can just magnet beam. Like that. They can't do anything now. Sunny side up is just better, but only on toast. Okay, toast eggs are just the best eggs. Like if you get, especially like if you get the good crunchy type of toast, like that is pretty peak, I can admit. But often, other times, eggs are not that bussin'. So I don't know. This is such an average game of I build everything. Like, I built all the weapons, I built all the defenses, like... I guess my teammates are building an accelerator in the front for some reason. Like, I mean, you can't fault the accelerator play, okay? The accelerator play is what's gonna bring us the win this game. Hey, I wouldn't mind if they started firing the weapons, so then I wouldn't have to fire the weapons. Oh, they didn't. Okay. There's a fragmentation cannon in there somewhere. That's where it was. Can we drop that, please? No. That almost died. When's the Infinity collab? I'm not about to collab with Infinity. He's insulted me one too many times, okay? It's not happening. Like, that's my revenge, is not collaborating with him. Because, like, and then he just does a lot of stuff. Like, and he also just makes up stuff about me. Like, one time he just said, I'm right-wing. Like, I don't even know where he... Okay, maybe my teammates should follow up. But I don't even know where he got that information. He's just like, yeah, his political stance is this. And I'm just like, source? Made it the fuck up. He's like, yeah, my Cloud just believes in pedophilia. You know, he's actually like, he was actually, you know, closely related to Epstein. You know, seen on the island with him. He's actually just secretly a 40-year-old man that hates humanity. And I'm just like, the fuck, man. Okay, he didn't say I'm exaggerating, of course, but often I'm just like, he didn't have to make that up. Like, what do you think? I'm gonna like you more after you just make up false information about me? No, I'm not. That's not how this works. So then I was like, no. Embargoed. Uh-oh. I didn't drop a Magnum beam. That's okay, though. We have plenty of fragmentation cannons, and we have no power. We are both going for an accelerator and a concentrator, and I'm feeling neither of them are going to fire, because we're never going to have enough energy to run all these portals, man. What are we doing? My teammates are like, oh, Cloud's gonna take care of the game anyways. Why don't we just meme? And then I lose. This happens like every other game I play Battleships. Everybody's like, oh, we can just do science, and then Cloud wins and then we lose. Because then we just get shot by like nukes or something. And it sucks. Come on, save up for back. Please don't spend money. Please don't spend it. There we go. Very good. Another great Magna drop. I ain't never ever seen something so patriotic. Man, I had no idea you did live stream. To be fair, I found you 1 month ago. You had no idea I did live stream. Wait, are live streams not like post? Like, is that never on your for you? Okay, that said, for people who enjoy videos, I also just put them on the Clips channel. You know, I kind of felt like that was a good idea because I didn't want to put them on my main channel because I feel like it would collude all the content. Okay, actually, I'm thinking about. Like, I have some From the Depths, like, adventure mode recorded. I have no idea whether I should do it in episodical style or just release, like, a 2-hour video. Do you guys have an opinion on this? Whether I should just split it up into episodes or just release a 2-hour video where I do a lot of From the Depths in one go. Because I'm a little bit indecisive in this fact. Very nice. That did... The accelerator did nothing as well. It doesn't alert me to live streams? Oh, that's a skill issue. What can I say? Minimizing the time. Watch this. These guys are very, very strong. They decided to go nukes for some reason. And nukes are good until the enemies are actually good at the game. Thankfully, I'm mostly good at the game. Like, generally, an entire team of enemies. Maybe... You guys think I should... I'm hosting a 1v1 tournament in December. Do you guys think I should add battleships to the map pool? I think that'd be kind of funny, seeing a 1v1 on battleships. But also make it take really long, though. Also got some leaked fingies right there. That Magnum drop was insane. Oh, was that just... Oh, I thought for a second there was 3 more nukes coming. I was ready to turbine spam, but nope. Episodes so I can watch when eating. Yeah, but you can also watch a movie when eating. But you think I should split it up into episodes? I can do that. 30-minute sessions, so that way you get paid? You know what? This is a fair argument, but the thing is, Laughland does it in 1 episode, right? So there has to be some argument there. Maybe I can just put it like... I don't want to also... I feel like episodes also scare people, right? There's no way... If you see episode 2 or something on your recommended channel, you're not going to watch that shit because you haven't seen episode 1 yet. Oh, so people are... Oh, why is everybody just building tier 3s, man? I swear. Oh, this sucks. Let's defend against tier 3s. Actually, defend the turbine productions first, because without the turbines, well, nothing really works here. I just get return to center on the top of the base. And then go back to active fragmentation cannon. And the fragmentation cannons will win the game eventually here. It's just going to take like 4 different years. Actually, wait. Can we hit the energy production here? I think we can hit the energy production here. Do I hit the shot? Oh, wait, nope. Partly hit. Technically, it took damage there. Holy shit. Catch that. Please don't fall over. What? Oh, I didn't turn those portals on. Man, those tier 3s are absolutely criminal. What is this? They get extra damage and looks like they penetrate even further. Oh, okay. All of the energy production is gone, though. Mostly. Uh-oh. God, I hate tier 3s. I should really just start disabling portals, man. Yeah. Average battleships game, bro. Ruined by tier 3s. Can't have any of those on. 0 energy production. Curious, how much does forts cost? It costs $15. So, but it does go on sale. So if you're like very price conscious, just wait and like winter break, winter sales coming up. I'm pretty sure maybe Black Friday is still going on, but it's quite cheap. I mean, that said, the production cost is like nothing. There's barely anybody at the Forge HQ. It's just like one guy. And then also like the visual designer for some reason. In fact, they have so much money they randomly hire people. And I'm like, you could put that money like not into hiring there. And they're like, okay, we have enough money anyways. Like the devs are kind of stacked, gonna be honest. Because like the cost of making this game was like nothing. And then they've sold like over 1 million copies. Which is like $15 million. They could... $50 million, and of course Steam takes a cut, and there's also operation costs, but like, you know, the main guy behind it, like Forza, is pretty set. And then and then there's also, of course, all the DLCs. So he's pretty good. And just keeping cost of production low means you can lower the price. Go figure. Wow, what a fun game. Now nothing happens. Except the tier 3s that continue falling from the sky. We have... And rip that. And that got disconnected. Great. Who sold off all the mines? Very interesting idea. I wonder if 5 should have actually just gone... I may just do pure fire beam defense here. Because as long as we can stop the tier 3s from coming down, I think we can recover this. Uh-oh. Don't let this base collapse, please. Nah, that's GG. Well played! Tier 3 is overpowered, as usual. I should have just gone fire beams to defend that. But it was hard defending the nukes, firing the weapons, and going fire beams. I don't know if I could have done that, but GG. They are stacked. Also, new DLC, so possible new hype. Yes. Very cheap on sale, it is. At least off other people for Moonshot and High Seas. That is true. Only the host needs the DLCs to play it. And if I'm the host, then you have all the DLCs. Because, I mean, that's it. I'm probably gonna get the next DLC for free, because the devs are gonna give it to me, so I advertise it for them. So, that's also gonna be a great thing. I don't have to pay. So then you guys pay instead, and then everybody wins. I don't want to play that. I just want to do some Black Seas. And then everybody gets out of my base, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna, without people ruining this. But the DLC is basically needed. If you want to host games, yes. But if you're not gonna host the games, DLC is not needed at all. Like for instance, this guy has 0 DLC. This guy has 0 DLCs. This guy has 1 DLC. This guy has 1 DLC. This guy's all. This guy's all. This guy's all. So I mean, and then I also of course have the visual DLCs, which are these two: Pro HUD and Elite HUD. And these are my competitive badges. You should have built tier 4s. True. Enemy tier 3 sold off all your mines. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's kind of tragic. Do I have to reopen the question chat? I feel like we're falling off. You guys have any opinions that I can yap about? Sometimes I feel like I need opinions to yap about. Today that's it. Oh, my roommate's gonna come back. He said he's gonna come back at 1, and I'm just like, why? You didn't need to do that. Rimworld? Go. No, I'm not. I already told you about this. I told you I find RimWorld to be really boring. What do you even want me to do? You want me to make content about RimWorld, or do you just want me to play it? Because like, what would I even make content about? Oh, I left the mod on. What do I even make content about though? Like seriously, would you guys even be interested to be like, yes? And then Dave went and mined some copper, and Janice cleaned up and harvested the rice. I feel like everybody's already seen everything in the world. How do I make money on YouTube? You get people to give it to you. I got rid of all my opinions of why it was not safe to have those on the internet. I think the internet is actually the safest place to have opinions, to be honest. Like, people will fight you over your opinions, but, like, it can never get real, you know? Like, everybody has a lot of opinions on the internet, but with anonymity, I think it's a lot more free in your terms of expression. Of course, other people just use that to be racist and say weird things, but I think also, like, the internet is a very good space with anonymity. Like, unless, of course, you live in the UK. I mean, if you live in the UK, you know, you don't get that anymore, but I think I actually quite like the fact that the internet, like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, anonymity, people can't be held accountable for the opinions. Yeah, but I think there's also there's no fear of expressing their opinions, right? And you get a better insight into true human nature because, I mean, like, of course, there's also bots, which are just annoying, you know, that spread out, that say, like, opinions that are just not real. But mostly it's, you know, pretty good. I'm a big fan. Britain, if you have an opinion on the internet, you then get arrested? Yeah, you do. But I think it's like, it can't be enforced that well, though. And I can't imagine, like, do they actually get, like, put in jail? Like, I can't imagine people actually get put in jail. I imagine that you just get, like, what do you even get fined? I actually don't know. What is actually the punishment for saying something wrong? What is the law specifically? If you're, like, racist or something, you get fined? Like, what is the parameters of you getting killed? Ever watching a YouTube video about UK weed growers and sewers? Are they that desperate? Like, gonna be honest, I think some sewer weed is even below most people in the UK. I wouldn't want to do some sewer weed. That sounds not great. Like, respectfully, if you're eating sewer weed, I think you're so addicted that, honestly, you should consider, like, extreme options like a mental institution. Because, I don't know. I feel like if my weed was being grown out of shit, I would be a little bit unhappy. Now, like, synthetic fertilizer, that stuff is good, but shit, come on. I have some standards. U.S. states are trying to ban VPNs. Really? What for? I mean, I guess Florida is. Man, Florida's such a clown show. Like, I'm so happy it was the conservative states that went the, let's censor the internet route, so then all the democratic states go in the opposite direction. Like, it is so good, because I live in California, so when all the conservative states are like, guys, we can't have, like, freedom on the internet, all the democratic states are like, we're a big fan of freedom on the internet. Since I happen to live in a democratic state, then I win. Because all the, like, because, like, you know, it's required that if one party goes to one direction, the other party has to go extremely the opposite in the other direction, so that I get more freedom. And the only people that lose are the people that live in Florida, but come on, they live in Florida anyways. Do you plan on joining FPL? I'm not gonna play FPL. I played that I don't play this game competitively anymore. I got bored, and also college happened. Like, a lot of shit happened in my life, respectfully, not a lot of when I say a lot of shit happened in my life, that sounds very dramatic, like, you know, my dad died or something, which didn't happen. But a lot more stuff is happening that requires my attention, and I don't want to have to worry about a competitive game. Because my grades, you know, I'm a little bit worried about them. They do matter, and this channel already used up a lot of my time. I don't imagine it would be a good idea to also start just playing competitive games on top of it. What is the strat? This time I'm going to the same strat as last game. I'm just going to go frag cannons. I'm tired of losing on this map. I'm just gonna go frag cannon shotgun. I'll only they'll start building shotguns if they actually start, like, building, like, stuff that's shootable. I imagine front base is good orbital lasers or plates, though. I will build some shotguns here in a second. For now, frag cannons. I'll build shotguns. Yeah, I'll get maybe 3. I'll get 3 frag cannons. That should be enough to kill everybody. And behind that, I'll just get a wall of shotguns to supplement it and keep myself alive. Is this a shotgun box even? No. There we go. Cloud, do you live in California? We know you don't have a dad. What do you mean? Living in California and having a dad, I feel like, is very normal. I mean, what is that even a stereotype? Are you just making shit up, aren't you, Daniel Kent? I see you. You're making shit up. You're like, this is not even a stereotype. I've never heard of this stereotype before, and I live in California. That's how I know you're making stuff up, right? I live in the place. How does this have zero efficiency? Where's all my energy going? Oh, it's disappearing because of this. Like, you're actually just making stuff up right now. Like, this stereotype just straight up just doesn't exist. The fatherless meme, I'm pretty sure, is like an Alabama meme. Like, I mean, everything's an Alabama meme, but the fatherless thing, I think, especially would be Alabama because, you know, the conduct that the people up there get to. You know what I'm saying? Like, the South is where all the stereotypes go, because that's where, like, the most extreme American values are. Where everybody's, like, you know, brandishing their guns and doing freedom, and it's very easy to make fun of them because, you know, they're not very wealthy. So it's like, oh, American values are uber good, guns are uber good. Just look at Alabama. They had 4 school shootings in the past 3 days. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Alabamans, oh, actual true American patriots. They really know how business works with their $200 in GDP per capita. Oh, I couldn't imagine being like the Alabama. Like, if Alabamans catch a lot of flack because they're like American extremism, and then it's not working out. So, big loss for them. There's a Luca at every street. There is a Luca at every street. That's why I changed my name, bro. I didn't want to be just put in one of the commoners' camps. I wouldn't. That would be unreasonable, uncouth. Oh, that's my teammates. Oh, orbital laser just landed, and did nothing. Did actually nothing. Wow, that was one of the lowest impact orbital lasers I've seen in a while. Like that, got nowhere. I'm sure me and my teammates are just gonna finish this guy off with the cannons, but like still. Oh, we had a second one. Uh-oh. Now maybe this side. Oh, I don't think that's gonna kill the core though. We'll probably kill the weapon though. Yep. No core dead, but he's pretty much disabled now. Do top base now instead. That's too low? Really? Alright. Spicy Luca is peak. What the fuck do you mean, Spicy Luca? Spicy Luca sounds like a that what do you it sounds like a name of like some sort of rapper or something. Like, yo, I'm Spicy Luca hitting up the mic. You know, and then he starts yapping about, I don't know, usually like about drugs or whores or something. That usually is around the theme that the rappers sit up. Kind of funny. Wait, do energy shields counter this weapon? So I wouldn't know that. No, that energy shield was turned off, so I guess not this time. Metas change. Metas do change. And the meta right now is Armadillo. And at least in 1v1s. And I don't really want to deal with that meta. I liked it when only I was the one using Armadillo. When everybody else starts using Armadillo cannons and stupid stuff, it suddenly becomes not as fun. That was just 0 energy production, bro. What the heck? What is using up all that? Do these require energy to exist? No? I don't know where it's going, bro. Oh, what is this? Oh, what the fuck? That's where all my energy production was going. Stupid ass fake battery. Uh-oh. That looks like that hurt. Oh, Ripex. Okay. Enemy lost the gamer. As European, how messed up is it there? I mean, economically, it's better than in Europe. Like, respectfully, Germany's economy, I think it's worse than the US one. I mean, like, you can get good jobs, but it's just like, it just all feels government funded, you know? Everything in Europe just feels propped up by the government. At least from what I experienced, like, a lot of people just work for the government, and that's how they get by. And also, like, I mean, like, I feel like if you, the peak is higher here, but, like, I guess the base is also lower. So there's more extremes in the US. But for me also, I don't experience it that much. It's not like we're in a recession or anything. The recession technically hasn't happened yet. And my family are still employed, so I'm not feeling it too much. I'm sure if, like, you know, your family isn't employed, it's pretty bad. But for me, I'm doing fine. And that said, my parents are pretty old, so they're part of the older generation that, you know, actually got careers. Both my parents are like 60. Like, they are ancient for being my parents. Like, they had children very, very late in their lives. And then, so they had very, you know, nice careers before they had me. And then so that I have pretty good financial stability because of that. Like, they didn't have any children in college. They were like, you know, the complete opposite of that, which was, oh, let's have children as late as possible so that economic stability or something. So I'm not feeling it. And also I live in California. California is doing pretty well right now. You know, our GDP is going up despite the fact that our population is declining, which means that we are fucking cracked and making each person super valuable and wealthy. So that also can be propped up by the housing market, which is in California. It's like, oh, you want to buy a house? $3 billion, please. What do you mean it's just like a shitty one-bedroom apartment with a barely functioning toilet? No. That's high-value property here. So, you know, going by some metrics, it's doing quite well. Oh, man. 49 out of 50 states have higher GDP per capita than Germany. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't like that. I don't like that, though. Like, because, like, I consider, like, Germany way richer than the average Alabaman, though. Like, it's just GDP per capita measures how well. Like, if things are cheaper in Germany, then, you know, it's still better to live there, you know, even if you're making less money. Because things are a lot cheaper in Germany, right? And, like, you can buy a really nice house for, like, you know, a third of the cost, like an American house. In a city or something. So yeah, there's problems with GDP per capita in my opinion, because if everything is just inflated in price, like if everything in the US costs twice as much and you're paid twice as much, then it's really like you're living the same life for the same shit, right? So often I look at that statistic and I'm just like, is this really true? I don't think so. I think this is some fake ass shit right here. I think this is not exactly 100% accurate. You know what I mean? It's funny how America is a country made out of countries. I mean, yeah, I actually kind of like the state system. The state system, like, often when I see people looking like, oh, you're federally fucked, I'm just like, yeah, but also the states do have a lot of power. Like, the states having a lot of power is really nice, because, you know, there's a lot of options, like, inside the United States as well. Though it is kind of annoying, because if one state tries to do more progressive policies, then often the rich people just move to a different state, which can be just like, oh, so it becomes a lot more difficult to tax rich people than if it was just a federal type of deal. I mean, like you may say, well, you can just leave the U.S. Well, I mean, you really can't. There's a lot of issues that come with leaving the U.S. I mean, you still have to do internationally. You still have to do your tax returns. So if you leave the U.S., and that's just a U.S. thing though, because like the U.S. has such a fucking grip over the financial system. Like they have it by the balls. If you even try to do anything, they're like, yeah, we're just cutting you out of the banking system. What the fuck you mean? What are you gonna do about it? We control the fucking currency, bro. You can't do anything. So it's a little bit silly that the power that the U.S. just has to force other countries to hand over the tax information of their citizens. But I mean, it doesn't mean that you can federally the federal government can tax people very easily. We're nice. Which state's bigger than the biggest European country? Yeah, it is a little. Yeah, no, I mean Alaska's like almost the size of Europe itself. It's crazy. No, I mean, like, I feel like when you're comparing European countries in the U.S., it's better to compare the EU and the U.S. because the EU is more of a, I think, is more comparable to the U.S. than European countries in general. But I do think I like the EU system better because the EU system, with like each country having their having demands their own fiscal, like the EU level forces each individual country not to spend like stupid amounts of money because they're spending euros, and you know they'll put sensible restrictions on a country if they don't comply. Like for instance, Romania, right? Romania right now is not doing so well, so the EU is like, you have to fix this shit, otherwise you're gonna get punished. right? But this is like unpopular, but it's even more unpopular to leave the EU. So then Romania actually stops doing a bunch of stupid shit with their money and actually starts doing good things the EU tells them to, which I think I like. Because a lot of other countries just don't have that, and then they go around all day and they're like, oh, well, voters want us to spend money this way. We'd be stupid not to, otherwise we'd lose politically. TMC Reloaded? I've played TMC Reloaded multiple times. Romania mentioned. You're in Greece? Oh, fuck. I'm sorry about that. I've heard Greece is not a great place to live in right now. Like 6-day work week and you work 12 hours a day or something. It's actually just like, it's like, what are you, a Chinese country? Not China. An East Asian country? I didn't know you guys had no rights. That's crazy. It's actually doing better now? Really? I'll credit to the EU, but I thought they were in some hot water a few months back. I mean, am I going? Wasn't Romania in hot water from the EU for fixing their spending or something? There was something wrong in Romania. But it's actually cool because it's not like the IMF, because the IMF has basically no leverage over countries to actually fulfill their obligations. Because often then the voters just voted the opposite political party to not do that. Where the EU, it's like, if you don't do that, we're going to cut off Germany's money supply that the Germans just give you free money for. Which is, it's like, oh no, not the German money. Without the German money, everything's cooked. So then they actually comply. At least theoretically. Which I think is cool. It sounds like they at least have jobs. Brother, what are you talking about? They at least have jobs. Oh, this is a battleships type of map, isn't it? With the amount of tech you need to get, yeah. Like, I'd honestly... I mean, like, it's better not to be in that the first place, but the fact, I guess you could see employment, but also it's very, it feels very exploitative sometimes. Because also the effect of that has is, like, when other people, like, just makes it so that Greece is very good for manufacturing, and that, but it also makes it so that all the smart people leave Greece. Like, there's downsides, because if you make it so that, there's a worse standard of living, then all the smart people generally leave, like the high-skilled workers, like the engineers, the mathematicians, the financial professionals, they generally leave to Germany, and then all you're left with is a bunch of low-skilled people that literally don't have the resources to leave, that are just very unhappy then. But, if it works out, it works out, I guess. I'm not that big a fan of it, though. 6.4% unemployment in Germany, 4.7% in Germany. In the US, yeah, but there's a difference between being unemployed in the US and being unemployed. Like I said, if you're unemployed in Germany, you're like, okay, a little bit of a vacation. The government still, like, helps me out, make sure I don't starve to death. If you're unemployed in the US, though, it's the government's like, oh, you're starving? Oh, that'll make you work harder in the future. What do you mean if a worker's, like, dead, that doesn't help us out? What the fuck are you talking about? You're starving. Why would I give a fuck? Like, there's differences between being unemployed. Like, the fear of being unemployed in the U.S. is a lot greater than the fear of being unemployed in Germany. Because if you're unemployed in the U.S., it's generally a lot worse than if you're unemployed in Germany. Like, if you're from my opinion, Florida does kind of suck sometimes. Yeah. No, Florida is wealth inequality 101. They're trying to remove all taxes that could perhaps move the needle on wealth inequality. Like, no state income taxes. They're trying to get rid of property taxes, so then everything falls on, like, consumption taxes and stuff. Which when you think about, so the rich are paying consumption taxes, like, on food or something, and then the poor have to pay the same amount of consumption taxes because everybody pays. Everybody has to eat food, and if you're a rich guy, maybe you're buying a little bit more food, but you're not buying that much more food. Then it's just like, oh. Florida is just like trying to screw over poor people just for the sake of screwing over poor people. And it's like, oh, is that a great thing? No. And it's kind of silly. Not a big fan of Florida, if you can't tell. Boom Bomber? I'll go howitzers. Isn't the USA food banned in the EU? Yes, that is true. A lot of the USA foods are either modified or banned in the US because of all the products in them, which is also really unfortunate, right? Because it's also like at that point where you can't buy foods that are not just uber processed. Because you know, if let's say a company set up healthy food firm like God, right? European style foods. And then and then because of production costs, and they have to charge a lot more. They have to charge like slight amounts more, and their food is less addictive. And because their food is less addictive, then people are less inclined to buy them. The combination of it being both cheap, like processed food being both cheaper and more addictive, makes it so that healthy foods often just get pushed out, and even if you want to eat healthy things, you don't have very good options, so then you're more forced to eat unhealthy things, which then kind of repeats the cycle until there's less and less healthy things. Like often in poor neighborhoods, like it's super hard to even find a like a grocery store selling stuff at like cheap prices because there's a lot of people that are simply not willing to eat it, mostly either because I imagine for a combination that they're addicted to more unhealthy foods, and you know, it's slightly more expensive, which is kind of putting the strain on the wallet. It's just unfortunate. What is this? I have never seen this before. This is new, right? This is new. I'm pretty sure. US eggs have a protective wax layer washed off so they have to be refrigerated. Is that true? Wait, do European eggs... European eggs are also... You're just lying. When I was in Germany, they refrigerated the eggs. That was a completely normal refrigeration item. What the fuck? I was gonna go howitzer, right? Not cannons. I heard Fanta has no orange juice. Our Fanta is just something out of Chernobyl, bro. Like, I enjoy European Fanta. I do not enjoy like American Fanta. There's one thing that shocks me though is Americans' tolerance to drink sugar. Like just to have sugar in general. Because often I'll be eating the amount of sugar that Americans eat, and I can't finish my meal. Like I physically will not be able to finish my meal because my stomach will be protesting with the amount of sugar I've just consumed. But then and then there's like an American over here that eats like pretty much just eats cake frosting. And cake frosting is like the most, oh, you'll feel shitty after you eat this. That's like the most extreme case of it. And there's just like Americans that just continually consume it. It's just like how this should not be possible, man. Then they just have that much power. The fuck? Oh, they're Buster. And so sometimes I'm impressed by my fellow American compatriots with the amount of sugar they're able to sustain. But I think it's also like, I mean, there's also the science that if you consume more sugar, then you can eat more sugar later. Like, if you eat more sugar today, then your tolerance goes up. So it's kind of a moment similar to like drugs. How if you know, the more drugs you have, the less effect it has. So then you have to consume more drugs to get the same hit. I think a similar thing is happening just with sugar, which is kind of awkward. Oh, one guy's gonna absolutely owned by rockets, I guess. Okay. American, have you seen the new Glock 5 series? I have not. I don't follow gun news. I'm not a big fan of guns in general. What the heck, bro? What is this mod? Who convinced me to play this mod again? Mods, ban that guy. Find that guy, ban him. Clearly this mod is terrible because I'm losing. Oh, so... what the fuck, Buster lasers? Like, the whole point of Buster is that they're weak with lasers, have little options. Remove the downside and keep just the upside. Very balanced. That said, I was also getting... I was very weakened by the starting shotguns, that said, so... I imagine that if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be slowed down so much. Eggs aren't washed, so there's natural protection thing. What is there a good reason that natural protection are removed? Is it just big refrigerator lobbying for their eggs to be washed? I wouldn't be surprised if big refrigerator was lobbying for that stuff. But is this true? What? They remove energy shield? Oh, we're also playing. Wait, we're playing Buster? I thought we were playing Moonshine there for a second. Wow. Disappointing. How is it so freaking durable? What the hell? Yes, they are. They can tank a cannon through one piece of metal. I mean, they'll be low health, but they can technically tank a cannon through one piece of metal. It's kind of crazy. But also, problem is that really. Okay, demon has decided to fall on me. Now, Howitzer gets deleted here. Okay. Should not have gone Howitzer. Come on, man. Washing the eggs doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. So is the other guy just lying? What do you mean it doesn't do anything? I'm getting mixed information here. So one guy says it's doing something, other guy says it's doing nothing. Like, you had to choose a side and stick with it. What do you mean? Glock made the Model 5 to stop people from turning Glocks automatically for 48 hours. Someone posted automatic Model 5. Based. Isn't the Glock Austrian invention? I heard my dad bragging about some gun that the Austrian invention. Oh, it's a German. No, Austrian manufacturer. Yes. My dad knows everything about all Austrian products. So, in fact, you're just talking about European stuff right now. You see, it all comes back, bro. It all comes back. The Glock, greatest Austrian invention ever. You know, people see Glocks and they're like, man, that reminds me of Austria and the great Austrian people. Very known for their inventor prowess. American news. My ass, bro. This guy want to talk about American things and start talking about Austrian things. We talk about Austrian things all the time. This guy is not going to kill me. Do the eggs from your hens last longer than your supermarket eggs? I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure not. I'd imagine the eggs from just normal hens wouldn't. Like, I imagine there's also just a bunch of stuff in, like, supermarket eggs to make it last longer, so then, you know, Americans don't have to deal with the headache of actually, like, eating stuff on time. They can just throw it in their massive fridge. Which, the massive fridge, let me say, is amazing. Like, all of you Europeans with your small fridges, I don't understand. Like, you're just accepting a lower standard of living, and I couldn't relate to that. Like, a lower standard of living with less fridge. Like, because when I went to Europe and I wanted to, like, put something in the fridge and store, like, a few, what is it called? Frozen foods. I opened the freezer section and there was no space there. And I was like, why? Why is there no space here? Literally, you guys are living in the Stone Ages where you can't just store foods endlessly in your fridge and just eat frozen pizzas all day. Like, I couldn't imagine that. Like, literally just average Stone Age type of European here, yet is living in the future. Eggs usually come out of with bloom that protects a shelf with bacteria. From bacteria. Oh, you know, I'm not a big fan of bacteria. Bacteria can be scary. That hit nothing. That was a very disappointing orbital laser. Ah, AP Sniper doing AP Sniper things. Very nice. Sell that off. Go Gatling gun probably. Try and get mines back. You can go nukes here and win the game, I think, still. It's not completely over. There's a chance. Oh, team is building mines. Good. Did they just bounce a laser off the shield to kill your ally? They did. They did do that. I just didn't mention it because I didn't want to be embarrassed. You crack the egg and eat the inside out. No, Europeans live for the 50 minutes from the next grocery store because you actually have good urban planning. Don't eat big fridges. Yeah, but you know what happened is I would have to go like every 2 days to the grocery store, which don't get me wrong, it was extremely easy to do that because you know, I could just take the subway there and I get a small bag and then get back, but it was still really annoying because I didn't want to go after school. I wanted to play video games after school. I didn't want to have to go to the grocery store locally and then buy 2 more frozen pizzas that I would eat in the same day and then go the next day. Like, that sucked. Like, respectfully, Europeans, when it comes to when it comes to food planning. Like, big fridges are still really cool because then you can also store a lot of ingredients at once, and you like, and also like the small grocery stores in the cities are also more expensive than large grocery stores, right? Like, you Europeans have like some Costco's and stuff, but like you need big fridges to be able to afford a Costco, because otherwise you're just going, you know, it doesn't make sense to go to Costco and buy like 3 things. The lines are massive. I usually walk for 2 hours straight, casually. Well, that sounds kind of boring. Poor guy. No, this isn't ready yet. You're not allowed to shoot? Oh, he's missed. Okay. Enemy's bad at the game. And one of those. Are we just completely out of resources here? I think so. Nah, prices are generally the same at all supermarkets, no matter the size. Really? I thought it was statistically true that the smaller the supermarket, generally the higher the price is, because, you know, they have to get a, like, greater margin because they're not, you know, equalizing all the property prices and stuff. Or maybe I'm just going insane. I don't know that much about the European supermarket economy. Probably should learn a little bit more, though. And that said, American supermarket economy is always infinitely more interesting, so kind of slow to learn on it. Why are you just placing metal down here? Why are we just building this massive tower? We don't need to build this massive tower. How do they keep missing? I'm a little bit disappointed in them, to be honest. Good night, sweet dreams. That is true. You Europeans have to go to sleep soon, right? That's tragic. I couldn't imagine that. As an American, I couldn't ever imagine going to sleep at this current time. I only go to sleep when I'm tired, not when you Europeans are tired. Aww. Actually using your cannons. Some stupid ass stuff right there. Oh. What happened there? Somebody misfired? I think so. Do you do tier 3 cannons next time? I'm not going to do tier 3 cannons out of principle. I do not enjoy doing tier 3s. I think tier 3s are the scourge of the earth. They're the least fun way to play the game. I only play them when I'm desperate to win the game. And they generally do work out very well. I just don't think that they're fun to play with or play against. Because they're a little bit unintended. And portals make... Yeah, I just don't like tier 3s in general. We just die already. It's getting close to midnight here. It is getting close. Is it? I thought it's only like 9 p.m. for you Germans. Am I going insane? Or maybe you live in Eastern Europe and are always losing anyways. Which would kind of suck. Do it for the flex points. Oppenheimer wouldn't become sad if the Force players aim the nukes. No, Oppenheimer would be happy because then he wouldn't be ending the world. You know, it only ends the world if you can actually, like, hit humans with the nukes. If you're just, like, shooting, like, the ground with the nukes, like, the ground doesn't give a shit. The ground is OP. You know how many nukes the ground just tanked? Like, even the Tsar Bomba couldn't even defeat the ground. The ground was still there after the Tsar Bomba hits. It was still there vibing. You know, what are the nukes going to do? Defeat the ground? It can't do that. But if it can defeat humans pretty well, just vaporize them. Yo, artist just finished another thumbnail? Very nice. Cloud lock in? No. I'm play some spy games. Tired of losing. Tired of mods as well. Get this stuff out of here. 2108 in the UK. That's what I thought. I thought it wasn't that late. Good for you guys. Could you tier 3 20mm? Would that be off principle? The problem with tier 3 20mm is that the enemy just responds by tier 3 cannons and then kills your tier 3 20mm through, like, the portals or whatever. And also tier 3 20mm suck so much ass because they don't do anything. They literally do nothing unless you get a mag beam or something. Which is kind of a unfortunate reality of their ass that, you know, tier 3 cannons require you to defend the top of your base. Tier 3 20mm have so much spread that you can just you just place out a few repair centers and like, oh, you have tier 3 20mm, nice waste of resources, idiot. You did nothing. You're just helping me by spending your team. It's like, it's not good. It's not good. I've got school tomorrow, so good night from Greece. Good night. You guys can still afford schools? What? From my propaganda sources, I thought you guys had no rights and no public revenues anymore. Yeah, I mean, you guys still have the tourist money. I really like the image of, like, where it says, you know, my favorite place in Greece, and it shows the image of the Athens ruins, and it's the entire Greek economy, and then also shows the image of the Athens ruins. That one, that's a meme I quite like. I'm not saying it's not 100% accurate, but, like, come on. What is Greece known for? They don't exactly make too much shit. They're known for showing up, all the Western Europeans going like, ooh, very nice Greece sun and cheap labor, so that that restaurant can be very cheap to run. This is great. So, Greek W, I guess. They're also kind of known for being hot, though, so that's a pretty good upside. Yeah, I think this will be a very easy win here. Doesn't even look like anybody's fighting me on the front here. There we go. And we got the whole ass wall built. Alright, prepared the door there. That was a mistake. Have you seen Iran Lego Rumble meme? No, I have not seen Iran Lego Rumble meme. But I did see the Gaza one, which was kind of interesting. Or Rumble. Yeah, it applies to both, I guess. Both Iran and Gaza. Iran's going through a very interesting... Aren't they going through a water crisis right now? Where, surprise, surprise, if you suck up all the water for, like, more water than the scientists advise you, eventually it does come back to bite you. Which I'm not saying LA is doing the same thing. But, like, you know... And scientists were advising them, like, 2 years ago, like, you know, you shouldn't suck up so much water. You know, it's probably a very bad idea. And the officials were like, no, I'm sure... You know, to keep our constituents happy, we should just suck up a little bit more. And now they're out of water. That's like, oh, wow. The scientists were right? That's crazy. They are out of water? Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit of a unfortunate moment for Iran. But I mean, like, that's often the problems with, like, authoritarian regimes, is that, you know, they tend to, you know, try and keep their people happy through the destruction of the environment, and then eventually, once they go on long enough, you know, there's no more environment. That kind of sucks. No, don't fire those. What are you doing, man? They were actively sniping at it. Oh my god. No. Nah, whatever. Like, completely? Yeah, that's what I understood. Alright, what have we learned here? If they're sniping directly at the EMPs, don't fire the EMPs. You thought. But if you have a turbine ready to get placed out immediately after, then you can fire it, because the turbine will protect you from all issues. Oh, so upgrade it so it's 2-shot. Please, just upgrade it. Man, what do you... Okay, there we go. Just upgrade this. We don't have an upgrade center up. Alright. Now we do. Alright, and then have enough metal there. Oh, yeah, teammate got his snipes. I didn't get my snipe because of turbine. And are they just going pure turbines here? Oh my god, nobody's even playing over here? This is terrible. I don't even know if I should bother with this front. Respectfully, I probably should. This one matters way more. Alright, now that one's my fault. Do we have heavy tech down? If we get heavy, I could probably just... I think the plan is just to swing them here. I don't think the rocks are very, very good. Are you winning? Maybe. This side's definitely not winning. Wish the guy over here would just go over to there. Make sure that side doesn't die. And vibe. Very nice. That impacted nothing, and that didn't do anything. Can you just kill that, please? Is that just one-shottable? How close is that? Oh, oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Enemies are bad. Was not expecting that, to be honest. This looks rough. Yeah, it is pretty rough. Didn't exactly take an advantageous position out of the start, and now we're getting punished for it. And that is really, really rough. And especially because we're losing apparently on all fronts, which is just absolute tragedy. An absolute tragedy. Like literally. How? How did we also lose all the guys over here? It doesn't even make sense. Under what world? I think I'm going AFK this one. Teammates forgot they have a backbase. Yep. I learned watching videos. I'll have a computer be able to make a fraction of your power. That's very nice. My power isn't infinite though, as you can see. Sometimes your teammates are so not there that you still lose. They want to play with the main base, and then nobody plays over here, and then you die, and it sucks. I'm like, oh wow. I think I'm ending the stream after this one. I'm a little bit frustrated with this game. I want to go play a different game that I can be more frustrated, but at least I won't be frustrated here, which is very good. So, yeah. Heavy tech and howitzering? Nah. Nah, this game's over. Oh, so my roommate's back. I didn't mention that. So, GG.